First thing, I built this basic dome, and we'll build the rest of the helmet on this. Okay, so let's start with the visor. I cut out these two triangular pieces. I then made these bottom portions. These are just rectangles, but the sides have this curve, and you'll see why later. So here's what all those shapes look like glued together. The bottom portion you might have to bend and shape a little bit to glue it. I then cut out little slits on the side. This will be used to like bend it, but like still keep the triangular shape of the visor. As you can see, I just took some scissors and cut those, just like this. So for the chin piece, I wanted this to be different from all my other helmets. So I cut out this rectangle with slits everywhere. This will be used to kind of like bend it and shape it. So let's see, let's get our visor here. Once those are glued all together, those will come together and be rounded. You'll see. And here's the chin piece glued together with our visor. As you can see, it's nice and rounded. Looks more realistic that way. So I did a little things. I added this like top piece, just like to cover the eyebrows, I guess. And yeah, so I guess let's work more on the actual helmet. So I added this like rectangle to the back. It's kind of curved, and then I got the second piece. It's kind of like C-shaped on one side, so that when we glue it to the one already glued on, it will still maintain its curve. Basically just like this. As you can see, it's still curved and still like rounded at the same time, so yeah. So to make the visor hinge open, I cut up some chopsticks, and this will just be glued onto the side of the helmet here. You can really use anything from like chopsticks to pencils to toothpicks, really anything that's round. In this case, I'm just using chopsticks. And here we go. I glued on some like stoppers so it doesn't fall off. So I'm going to take that chin piece I made earlier. I changed out the cheek plates to be longer so that we can cut it to shape like this. I also cut the chin in half, and I also have it hinge on like two little pieces of cardboard. So I guess let's open it. It's really clunky, so I might have to fix that, but gosh, dude, this is really difficult. Might need 2 hands for this. Hold up. Okay, there we go. So here's the visor open, and then I used a buckle, so that's what makes the chin pieces lock together. Here it is, and so it like opens up like this. So just gonna add these like neck trims. This is purely cosmetic, just to clean up the edges. And I cut out these strips with a little, I guess, cutout. So after that's glued on, here's what the helmet looks like so far. Give you a quick look at it. So let's now work on filling up the skull area. So I got this strip of cardboard, I bent it, and here's how I like fill up the gaps in round pieces. So I just get the strip right. Oh gosh, this is hard with one hand. But yeah, you kind of line it up with the corner, and then you get a writing utensil, and then you mark where you're gonna cut, if that makes sense. Okay, so I marked where I'm gonna cut. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut it. Okay, so here is what it looks like. Just gonna glue it now to the corner. See, it's nice and flush with the edges. Now you want to repeat this on all 4 sides. Here's what it looks like. Now let's fill in the extra gaps. So I'm using the same technique as we did before. I'm just cutting out these like triangular pieces just to fill up the ugly gaps. And here's what the skull now looks like with all the gaps filled up. And yeah. So let's work on detailing the helmet. So I added a rondel. It's just a circular cut out of cardboard with the chopstick I cut up earlier, and it's just glued to the back. And yeah. So I wanted to add some, like, what do you call them? I think rivets, and I just marked where I'm gonna put them. So here's how I make the rivets. I just use little globs of hot glue, and this like mimics the look. So here's what the helmet looks like with all the fake rivets, and I'd say it looks really nice. Let's just cut out some ventilation holes in the visor. Okay, so after you got all your ventilation holes made, the helmet is now done. I am very happy with the results. Very nice, very form fit to my head. If you were to make this, I would say it's like medium to hard difficulty. Hardest part being like the chin and the skull, like the rounded parts. This took me about 3 days. It could take a shorter amount of time because I had like school and like homework, but yeah.